It's called Assembly Bill 379. As originally written, it would make it a felony to solicit or purchase any minor under the age of 18 for sex. That is a key portion of the bill. Its author, Sacramento Democratic Assemblymember Maggie Krell, says will protect young, vulnerable victims.
What I do care about is whether California protects minors who are being sold for sex.
But Krell was not happy after Democratic Assembly leadership from her own party earlier this week forced amendments onto the bill, excluding automatic felonies for cases specifically when 16 and 17-year-olds are either purchased or solicited for sex. As argued by Democratic State Senator Scott Wiener, excluding cases with 16 and 17-year-olds could protect young people from ending up behind bars for casual sexual activity. Quote, sending an 18-year-old high school senior to state prison for offering his 17-year-old classmate $20 to fool around is not smart criminal justice policy. But Governor Gavin Newsom does not see it that way. His office writing this, quote, the law should treat all sex predators who solicit minors the same as a felony, regardless of the intended victim's age. Full stop. It's a message Krell echoed.
If you're 17 years old on a street corner and an old man comes up and purchases you for sex, that's rape. That should be treated as a felony.
That's why Krell said she supported a Republican proposal Thursday forcing a vote bringing back the original part of her bill seeking protections for all minors, including 16 and 17-year-olds. That's when Democrats announced their own new amendments to the bill that first removed Krell as the author. Second, the new amendments in part stated it is the intent of the legislature to adopt the strongest laws to protect 16 and 17-year-old victims and strengthen protections in support of survivors of human traffickers. Republicans and some Democrats, though, responded to that new amendment language, arguing it merely stated an intent to protect 16 and 17-year-olds, but proposed no clear action.
We all intend to do a lot of things and they don't happen. Crazy! It's crazy. Wake up and realize you're on the wrong side of this issue.
A handful of Democrats, including Drs. Jasmeet Bains of Delano and Joaquin Arambula of Fresno, agreed with Republicans. But a majority of Democrats argued significant sex trafficking protections are already in place in California, adding the matter surrounding 16 and 17-year-olds is not black and white.
Could be situations where there's an 18-year-old and a 17-year-old that are in high school together. There's a wide range of conduct that a prosecutor should have the ability to use their discretion.
The majority of Democrats agreed with that, rejecting the Republican proposal to bring back the bill's original protections for 16 and 17-year-olds. But the Democrats did approve their own new amendments about their intent to enact the strongest laws to protect 16 and 17-year-olds.
And the amendments are adopted.
Democrats say they intend to bring up this issue at informational hearings this fall. And the bill with the new amendments now head to the Assembly Appropriations Committee. Reporting at the state capitol, covering local news that matters, Eitan Wallace, Fox 40 News.
Defense Secretary